Now, in a moment that's drawing widespread attention and criticism, new political commentary is putting spotlight not just on the ongoing conflict involving the United States and Iran, but also on the role or absence of prominent political families during times of war. At the center of this discussion is Donald Trump and his family, particularly his son Eric Trump. The commentary frames what it calls a moment of opportunity, suggesting that as tensions escalate in the Middle East, members of the Trump family are being challenged, at least rhetorically, to demonstrate personal sacrifice in a conflict led by their own administration. This comes amid reports that due to declining recruitment numbers, the United States military has expanded its enlistment eligibility age up to 42. That change, while administrative, has sparked a broader public conversation. Critics argue that this shift symbolically opens the door for individuals who were previously outside the age limit, including high-profile public figures, to participate directly in military service. In this context, Eric Trump, now within that expanded age bracket, is being re-referenced as someone who could theoretically enlist, a point being used more as political commentary than a literal expectation. The discussion also revisits historical narratives about military service within influential families. It contrasts past leaders whose children served during wartime with modern political dynamics where such expectations are far less common. For example, during World War II, all four sons of Franklin D. Roosevelt served in the military, something that at that time was considered normal rather than exceptional. Similarly, before becoming monarch, Queen Elizabeth II served in uniform during the war, contributing directly to the national effort. These historical comparisons are now being used to question how leadership, responsibility, and personal involvement are perceived today. The commentary also revisits Vietnam War draft controversies, referencing how Donald Trump himself avoided military service during that era, a topic that has remained part of political discourse for decades. Beyond the personal angle, the broader issue remains the ongoing conflict itself. Tensions between the United States and Iran continue to escalate, with military actions, economic pressure, and strategic maneuvers, including disruptions in critical oil routes, raising global concerns. At the same time, reports suggest that internal briefings to the president have taken an unconventional form, with simplified visual summaries being used to present military developments. This has fueled further debate among analysts and political figures about decision-making processes at the highest level of government. Critics warned that such an approach may oversimplify a highly complex and volatile situation, one that carries significant risks not just for the region but for global stability. Meanwhile, economic consequences are already being felt. Energy markets are reacting sharply, with oil prices rising amid fears of prolonged disruption, particularly involving key transit routes like the Strait of Hormuz. Experts describe the situation as one of the most serious threats to global energy stability in recent history. Despite strong rhetoric from leadership, including warnings of escalation, there are also signs of uncertainty, with shifting positions, mixed messaging, and ongoing speculation about possible negotiations. For now, the situation remains fluid. The conflict continues, the political debate intensifies, and the questions about leadership, responsibility, and accountability are becoming just as prominent as the military developments themselves.